I'm so nervous.
We got this.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Ring, ring, ring. Hello, and welcome back to Did You Mean to Say That? The podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Bobby.
And I'm your co-host, Erin.
We made up. We worked it out on the remix.
Squashing our beef once and for all.
Where do we even begin? You guys, we have not filmed since October.
It has been
3 months.
3 months or something? Like
Almost 3 months.
The last time we filmed was before Halloween.
Yeah.
Like it was the week before Halloween, and we didn't even put that episode out. I just deleted it off the camera, actually. Mm-hmm. And I obviously don't remember how to do this. I'm so nervous. There's so much to say that I don't even know how we're going to do this.
I think we should start by explaining our absence. Well, that's kind of a lot.
Should I just go?
Yeah.
Okay. So we filmed, and then I don't know, I just got like busy. Well,
literally, you got busy.
Okay. It's just so funny because like our entire viewership is like my close friends, like my close friend story on Instagram, so like they know what's up. Who am I even doing this for? You know?
Not our entire viewership, I wouldn't say.
Like our consistent viewership. It's hard to start. Like, it's just a lot.
You just got it.
So much.
You saying I got busy isn't crazy though.
Okay. We were filming still and putting out episodes, and we were breadcrumbing my breakup.
Yes.
Of 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
The rumors are true. That feels crazy. Please hold space for me. Holy shit. I think the whole time you should just act like you're Ariana and you're like in tears, like grabbing my hand.
I will.
It's actually crazy. It feels really surreal to say that out loud to an audience of people. But yeah, I ended my 8-year-long relationship. We lived together for 6 years. Mm-hmm. And now we don't. And I'm in a new apartment, which is where we're filming. And I live alone now for the first time in like 11 years.
This place is sick, by the way, you guys. It's huge and so cute.
I love it. I got a 2-bedroom apartment. And we're absolutely slaying. Me and my little kitty girl are living our best lives. It's always girl time. It's always girls' night. I'm obsessed.
Do you want to get into the breakup or no?
Yeah, I think they deserve it. We owe it to our fans to explain.
So like you said, while we were still filming, you had already initiated the breakup. You were still living together.
Yeah, I broke up with him like the end of September or like the very beginning of October. Mm-hmm. On a Sunday, just on a whim. I just went for it and I just did it. And like, I think I knew I needed to, no, I don't think. I needed to do it for a long time and I knew I needed to do it. And so I'm kind of, we're like 3.5 months removed from it now, like it actually happening. So I've had a little time to process. But I think because I knew for so long, like I had processed and processed and processed it. So I think I'm handling a little bit weird, but like it makes sense. The other reason why I'm handling it so fucking weird is because I broke up with him and then a month later my grandpa died, which I actually can't talk about because I did my makeup so good and I'm not doing that today. But yeah, it was like my first real grief situation. Please. And don't look at me like that.
Sorry.
I will cry. And it was really, 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 really hard. I think I just blacked out for the last 3 months and like
it was a lot at once.
It was way too much at once. I literally was going through the breakup. He passed away. My cat was like in and out of like a cardiologist, a vet. Like she's sick. She's still sick and I can't figure out what's wrong with her. I was so scared she was going to die for a second during all of this. And I had to find a new apartment and move out and live on my own for the first time. So, like, October through December 14th was, like, absolute chaos. I had to take so much PTO and the holidays. Like, I forget how to do my job fully. Like, I have been blacked the fuck out, like, actually blacked out. Because the second he died, I went to Florida. And then I came back. 2 days after I came back, we catered that drag brunch for 70 people. 2 of us. And it was really just absolutely insane. And then it was Thanksgiving. And then it was Christmas. And then it was New Year's. And at some point in there, I moved. Like,
it's a lot.
It's so much. And like,
so that is why we took a break.
Yeah,
for a
couldn't
while.
even physically fathom filming during all that. It was really rocked me to my core. Probably the hardest 3 months I've ever experienced in my entire life. Like, just really tough. And like, obviously I don't need to justify being sad about my grandparent dying, but like, my grandpa was just like my dad, like, fully, and my first grandparent, and it was just, it still is really, really awful. And like, yeah, I am not gonna get into that because I will cry, but like, is awful. It's awful. It's terrible. And I feel like grief just like ages you. Like, in 1 second, I was like, oh, I'm like an adult now. Like, I am not, there's no naivety left in me. Like, that really did something. Shifted something for sure.
Well, I love you.
I love you too.
That is, yeah. It was a lot at once. And I'm really happy that you are where you are now, I will say. But back to the breakup, if we could.
Please.
Was there...
Time for my sit-down
Was
interview.
there like a final straw moment?
Oh, yeah, there was a final straw moment. My final straw moment, as so funny as it sounds, is that he didn't come to the Apple Fest with me and Mackenzie. And I was like, I can't feel this feeling anymore. Like, I felt like I was constantly being let down or disappointed over and over again. And like, obviously not just about like not coming to things. That's a huge part of it. But like, it just awoke something in me. Like, I had been kind of feeling it. And here's when I knew. Mackenzie is just very like, if you like it, I love it. Like, she'll definitely be real with you and like tell you what you need to hear, but like, then she'll go back to supporting whatever it is and like, you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
And like, Mackenzie and me and Phil's were a family. Like, we survived 2020 together. We lived together for 4 years. Like, and you know how me and Mackenzie are. Like, if you're dating me, you're also dating her. So
absolutely.
Like, we were all very familial, and like, she loves him like through and through, like, aside from me, like, loves him, and vice versa. And I could just feel her being over it. Like, she was like mirroring what I was putting out that I didn't realize I was putting out. And when I saw it reflected back at me, I was like, oh, I'm over this. Like, I am not in love anymore. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. And I have been plagued with anxiety for the entire 8 years about whether or not I was in the right place and doing the right thing. Deep down in my core, like, you always shut it up for the sake of whatever. And like, I so badly I was doing it the whole time, manipulating myself into being like, the part of me that's telling me this is wrong, that's just anxiety. And like, that's not my gut. That's like me being anxious or like having doubts or like whatever. I have a fear of commitment. Like, but no, that was my gut. And now I have to like relearn how to like trust my gut and like know what's my gut, because I literally manipulated myself into not trusting myself, which is crazy.
I also think, though, in this relationship specifically, it wasn't necessarily like huge circumstances of reasons to doubt, it was kind of like death by 1,000 cuts.
It was truly death by 1,000 cuts.
Like little letdowns left
For sure.
and right.
Like there was no cheating. There was no like huge fight. There was no, like, he's never called me a bad name in his entire life. Like he's never, I don't know. But like, yeah, there was a lot of little things and just like a general sense of being incompatible, which like we knew from the beginning and just ignored, and then kept dating for however many fucking years. 8. So, but don't get me wrong, this is still his fault.
Yeah.
Like, death by 1,000 cuts of him cutting me, like, for sure. And like, don't get me wrong either, there were moments, like, they maybe weren't full on cheating, but they were not honest.
Yeah.
And they were not appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I forgave him time and time again, or excused it because we weren't really together, we weren't really serious, or whatever the fuck. Like, girl. And let me tell you girls out there something. If he says he doesn't want to be with you, he doesn't want to be with you.
For sure.
Like, if he says he doesn't want to be in a relationship, it's not the right time, right person, wrong time, he's lying, and he doesn't want to be with you. And he probably will be with someone else very soon after you. Like, which, I mean, I don't know if that's happening, but I assume it's going to at some point, because
I don't see it.
I do. I'm not going to talk shit about him on here.
No, we shouldn't.
Not yet. I will some other time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'll save like all the bullshit that happened for next week. Like, we'll just give him a little taste, because I don't feel like getting like worked up or angry, because there is a lot of anger.
Yeah.
And I did crash the fuck out. Like, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I crashed out. I called him so many things. I never called him a bitch. I actually didn't call him anything. I just said fuck you like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And at one point, 3 points, I said, I will literally fucking kill you. I should really fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
That was said a lot.
But like, after like almost 4, maybe 5 years of suppressed emotion and like dimming myself to like salvage the relationship or not admit to myself that it was not right for me, I just swallowed all of it. Like, and don't do that, because now I'm crashing out in a different way. Like, I am really just living it up.
Yeah.
And being like a little psychotic.
That's all right.
No, I love it. I love
it too.
My New Year's resolution is to be much, much worse.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I want to be in a crazy toxic relationship. That's like goal number 1.
No.
100% is my number 1 goal of this year, and I am going to make it happen.
I don't like that.
It's already on its way. It's brewing. To be much, much worse than I was last year.
This took a whole different direction than what I
stay up
thought.
even later than I ever have. Like 7 a.m. here we come. I want to see it sunrise. To like maybe like, I don't know. Be the slut that I never was.
I can get behind that one. I like that. I think the other ones maybe we could tweak.
No.
Okay.
They have to happen. It's
the
just
toxic
time.
relationship.
It's time. It's been so long.
I don't know.
Because like, my relationship was toxic in a different way, like a completely different way. Like, I need that like
screaming and fighting, kissing in the rain.
It's 2 a.m. and I'm cursing your name.
Okay.
That's what I need. And I'm going to get it.
With who? And why? Why? Let's dig into that. Why do you think you want that?
I know I want it, first of all.
Okay.
And I just need to feel something. Like, I've been so numb.
Yeah.
I've become so numb. I can't feel you there. I can't find a pulse. My heart won't start anymore. Like, I need someone to start my heart.
Okay. I'm not fully getting behind it, but
and
you know
I'm
what?
like,
I'm
going
to support you.
Thank you.
Actually, no, I don't support that at all.
I think you should. Because, like, you know me, like, it's not going to be real. Like, I'm not going to, like,
I don't know. Those things are slippery slopes.
I know.
No, not I know. You guys.
I'm so excited.
I think that's awful. I think that's a bad idea.
Okay, well, let's segue into my roster then.
Okay.
So I waited a respectable amount of time. I waited until we were fully moved out and I was fully in here for like even a week after I moved in, which means we were broken up for 3 full months before I like got on the apps, entertained anyone. Like I was trying to be super respectful. Like there were people that wanted to take me out or like hang out. And I was like, I'm not going to do that while we live together because what am I going to say? Like, hey, I'm leaving.
I mean, yeah,
I ended up saying that towards the end anyway, but like, when we first broke up, like we were like saying love you bye and like telling each other where we were going. Yeah. I don't really remember like what made us uncivil. I think it was a lot of not talking to each other and then finding out how the other person felt from like their tweets or something. Like,
for sure. And just how the whole move went down. He wasn't being super helpful when he maybe could have been.
He did a full, I'm going to get into this next week, but he did a full 180 within 3 days of the relationship ending. Like, we had a very civil, loving, open, vulnerable conversation in which we were both sobbing for like 4 hours. Obviously.
Yeah.
That was correct. And then like 3 days later, it was like...
he was being defensive.
Coping mechanism activated.
You were doing something to him.
Exactly. Yeah, towards like the very end, it just got like... I was filled with so much rage, I didn't even like know where to put it. And yeah. So anyway, I moved in here... and then I'm stalking his Twitter, as one does. And he tweets that he's going on a date to the movies. Like, just tweeted it. And I said, okay, bet.
Yeah, which he obviously wanted you to see.
Obviously. And aren't you so glad I saw it, babe? Because look at me now, bitch. Like, you would hate to look at my phone and my life.
Well,
like,
and that caused you to stop looking
shit.
at his tweets, which
and
is
now I
really
haven't.
good.
Yeah, that was amazing. So now I haven't looked at his Twitter in like 2.5 weeks, which is probably the longest I've ever gone in my entire life, genuinely. Like, since I met him, there is no way I would ever go. Like, I would give myself a reward if I went 24 hours in the past. Like, wow. I blocked him on Twitter, but like, you can still see people's tweets now. It's just like, so fuck you, Elon Musk. I can't believe he didn't die in 2024. That was like...
our thing.
Yeah, that was our whole thing.
Whatever.
But I have him like muted on everything. He can't see my story. Yeah. And like the worst part for me is his tweets. Like, I don't really care what he does on anything else. It's nothing of note. But like, because he never was expressive about what he was feeling, like his Twitter was the only fucking way I would know what was going on with him.
Which is crazy.
Insane. So anyway, once I saw that he was going on a date, I crashed the fuck out, because part of why we broke up was because he never took me anywhere or did anything. I can count the amount of dates that man has taken me on, and we were together for 8 years. Like, I can remember every single one and I can count them. That is insane. That's like actually insane.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
You should be dating your boyfriend.
I should be dating my boyfriend. I should absolutely have lost count of the amount of dates I've gone on with that man.
Absolutely.
And I haven't. So, once I saw that, I was just like, wow. Like, that's not only... did you not take me anywhere for so long, and now you're taking someone else on a fucking date to the movies, by the way, not cheap. I also saw it on your Twitter. Like, you also actively posted about it while I've been trying to be so respectful. And now I'm not being respectful. Now y'all can see whatever the fuck I got going on, and he's probably looking too. So
yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, anyway, dating. I've only gone on one date, which is kind of insane. I really thought I'd be like dinner once a week at this point. Not happening for me. My mom is just like one of our number one viewers, so it's like hard for me to want to be super open about dating.
That's why I told my parents not to watch.
Yeah.
That's not the only reason. But
Someone did suggest that we get like a Patreon and put like the juicy shit on there.
Okay.
Who would pay for it? I don't know. Maybe like 4 people.
Maybe
2. Maybe. But for now, I'm just gonna tell my mom to like not watch at the point that I say don't watch, and then I can tell you where to pick back up.
Okay.
This part isn't that bad, but like the one date that I went on, we made out in his car after the date. The date went really well. He was like 5'5" though, so not that well. And then we made out in his car, and it was just like so aggressive that I literally got a bruise on my lip, like an actual bruise that lasted for days.
Yeah, Levi and I were watching it on your story, and he, by the way, wants to be on your close friends. He's like, I need to watch all of these.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize he was like on Instagram like that, or wasn't on my close friends.
He lurks sometimes.
Okay, well, I'll put you on there, baby.
Go on.
It was just awful, and like, oh, I can't. Like, there's more than just my lip. Like, it was, why did you do any of that? And it was like hot for like maybe 30 seconds.
And then it's like...
And then it was like, oh my God, do you think we're going to fuck in your car? Can you please calm down?
Were you at the Skyline?
No, we went back to the axe throwing place.
Okay.
So bad. And I ended up telling that guy like a few days later, like, I can't do this. I told him it was aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, he basically asked me like how I felt about it. And like, not in so many words, but I was just like, listen, dude, if you're asking and you're going to keep dating women, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that pump the brakes, act like you've seen a bad bitch before, and like, don't do that. So that ended right around when I crashed out on Phil's. So I just told him it was because I'm like, obviously not in a place to be dating, and like, I'm not over my ex. So.
Which is like fair.
Totally fair and true. So yeah, he was cool with it. Since then, I've had so many boyfriends come and go, but right now I have 3 that I love. Okay. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Nothing
You'll have to keep us posted.
To know other than the guys that are ghosting me. They're all really weird. Yeah. But
I was dying that you texted the one and said, is this a strategy? You also told him you'd kill him. This a strategy?
It's my new thing. In 2025, I want to tell more men that I'm going to kill them.
Yeah, she literally texted this man that she's never met.
Never met?
Bro, I'll kill you. And then sent another one and said, is this a strategy?
I said, I will literally kill you. And then I said, bro, is this a strategy or what?
Which is so funny. He obviously thinks you're insane, and I'm obsessed.
I love that.
I know.
We're matched on Hinge, and he still has me on Instagram. So, like, if you want to hit me up, baby.
If I was just, like, messaging someone, hadn't met them, and they texted me saying, I will literally kill you.
Okay, can we please give some fucking context?
Yeah, go.
Okay, we were texting nonstop for, like, 3 to 5 days. And then out of nowhere, like mid-conversation, he like fully ghosted me. And I was like, that's weird. But the whole time I was like, I think something happened. And everyone was telling me I was fucking crazy. Like, guys just do this. And I'm just like, maybe to y'all, but not me. Like, I'm not going to get ghosted. Yeah. I'm just not. Never have been, never will. Weeks later, he texts me and tells me that something really fucked up happened with his roommate. And I won't say what for his privacy.
Okay.
I don't remember if I said
he fell down the stairs and broke his arms and legs.
And yeah. And it was just like really fucked up. And I was just like, girl, so sorry to hear that. And like, don't worry about it. Like, no big deal. We texted again for like a day and a half maybe. And then ghosted me again. And by then I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, I've never met this guy. And I also, like, the veil came off. And I was like, I'm not even attracted to him. Like, what am I doing? Like, whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
And I figure I'll never speak to him again. No worries. Then he messaged me literally yesterday. And was like, hey, sorry for the lapse in responses. Would you want to hang out today? Like, I went out of town and da-da-da-da-da. Mind you, watching my story the entire time, posting on his story. I don't even know if this man went out of town. And I was just like, LMAO, you're crazy. But like, yeah, maybe if I'm free later. I said, like, I'll probably hang out later. And then he sent me like 3 long messages, unprovoked. Like, I literally just told you I'll probably hang out with you if I'm free. Like, I was not tripping on this man at all. Never once texted him while he was ghosting me. Like, never gave any indication that I was like, oh my God, where is he at? Like,
right.
No. It's 3 long texts, apologizing, explaining, da 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 da. And I literally said to him, like, we texted for like 3 days and we've never met. Like, oh, fuck.
Like, I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't owe me an explanation.
Yeah, like, I was not. I forgot.
Like, it's one thing to be like, sorry for the lapse in reply. What's up? But you don't have to, like, give your life story. Great.
Yeah, which is why it's all even weirder, because who asked you to say any of that?
Did he mean to say that?
This is mine of the week. 100% was all day yesterday with this man. Did he mean to say any of it?
Mine is when you told him you would literally kill him. It's so funny.
So then we're like flirty bantering as we do, like planning fully to hang out later, like make the full plan that he's going to come over. I'm going to get weed. I'm going to shower. And then he's going to come over. I say during that conversation, here's what I'm about to do. If I text you WID and you don't answer me, I'm going to block your number. And he was like, oh, fair, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm serious. And then the last 2 messages I send him, he doesn't fucking answer. And I'm like, all right, take the shower, get out of the shower. Still nothing. I say, LMAO, WID. Here it is. Nothing. No answer from him whatsoever. 20 minutes later, I give this man 20 minutes. And I say, LMAO, I will literally kill you with a crying emoji. Which, like, in context, I feel like is just playful and funny. Like, he knew exactly what I meant. Like, and then didn't hear from him, obviously. I thought maybe he fell asleep. Nope. This morning, I hear nothing. He watches all my stories. He posts a story of his own, even. And never says anything. So then I said, bro, is this like a strategy or what? Didn't hear from him. I gave him like 20 more minutes on that one and then fucking blocked him.
Good.
Yeah. But like, I just want to know what all the fuss is about. Like, I want to hang out and see if you're even a person that's cool.
That seems to be like a thing lately in our circle of guys going out of their way to make plans and then ghosting. And I can't get behind it. Like, just leave me alone. I don't even care about you.
Never did, babe.
I just thought you were cool enough to kick it.
That was my first little taste of being ghosted, I suppose.
And how do you
feel?
feel?
I loved it. Oh my God, I loved it.
Okay.
I love dating. I love every part of it. I want to experience every part of it. That's the other thing. I literally told this man one day, he left his phone at home while he was at work all day.
No, he didn't.
I didn't think anything of it then because we had been texting for like 2 days. And he hit me up and I was just like, oh my God, I thought I was getting ghosted. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, I would like tell you if I didn't want to talk to you anymore. Like, it's just not my thing. And I was like, damn, I was kind of excited. I'm kind of like ready to experience all that dating has to offer. And he literally said, yeah, well, you'll have to get that somewhere else because it's just not my vibe. And I was like...
Meanwhile, that is his vibe.
It's his whole vibe. And I love it. Call me.
Miss him.
Miss him so much. Like, please message me on Instagram and ask me why I blocked you and ask to hang out. Email me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that's 32 minutes. What do you got?
I mean, where do we start? I don't have anything personal, really, other than the fact that the birdcage did close. I don't really need to get too much into that, except I think we should. Do. Yes. Okay, so I'm enjoying my Christmas Eve. We were at Levi's family's house, and I just, like, get on Facebook.
Literal Christmas Eve. December 24th.
And I see the drag queens are...
Up in arms.
Up in arms.
Up in arms.
Crashing out because the Birdcage, the bar that I DJ'd at 6 times a month, like with karaoke.
Yeah.
Closed.
Randomly on a Tuesday.
And announced it via Facebook.
Did not tell any of their employees.
Which turned out not to be true. They told
the manager.
They told the manager.
Who was supposed to notify everyone and didn't.
And like the head drag queen knew, but thought that they had already told everyone.
Of course, because why wouldn't they think that?
So it was the drag queen who posted like the thing thinking everyone already knows. We got to get the word out. So that is not...
Absolutely psychotic.
It was literally like every news channel picked it up. People were pissed. I was pissed and stressed, obviously.
Every gay in Cincinnati wrote a thesis about it on Instagram or Facebook.
And all I have to say about that is like, okay, the management sucks. It was owned by one of those companies that owns whatever.
Ignite. I'll call them out by name.
Ignite.
They love throwing money away. Like, they literally love not investing in their businesses and just letting them die and become a money-sucking pit.
Yeah.
Every single place that they own is like that. It's actually insane. And they own some, like, very cool places.
Yeah. But it also comes down to, like, our community. Like, people just abandon ship.
People absolutely abandon it.
And, like, yes, I understand we moved, and that was, like, annoying because the other location sucked. Like, I would never want to go there.
That was
then,
just
like,
a bad business move.
That was a bad business move. But then we were back for so long, and people still didn't show up to support.
Yeah. I think what happened was they made a poor decision to move into that giant building, which we've talked about on here a million times. Didn't even utilize the beautiful, cool part of it, which would be the only reason you would even buy that place.
Right.
I don't understand it. And then started losing money so badly that they couldn't recover. And then when they went back to the old place, they couldn't pay queens or DJs to, like, give a fuck or do a good job. Like...
Well, I got paid a lot there, actually.
That's crazy.
You know, like, they tried to throw events and shit like that, and then just, like, people wouldn't come. We had a whole ass sponsored Wicked party that no one came to. It was so fun, though. We had a good time.
Sponsored?
By Absolute Vodka.
Whoa.
We had, like, backdrops and, like, insane gift bags with, like, Wicked merch.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where was I?
Crashing out.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
It was that night?
No, not that night specifically, but it was definitely, like, that period of time.
I feel like it was, like...
It was also on a Thursday.
Oh, tough.
Yeah.
Damn, that's really upsetting.
I'm happy to announce that I
am no longer employed by Ignite.
No longer employed by Ignite. So I've been really stressed about money, but I had a really good gig on New Year's Eve, and I am going back to the salon right now just so I can, like, get some money quick.
Oh, Mitchell's.
Oh
my God, I thought you meant, like, I'm using my paycheck to go to the salon.
Oh, no.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm going to be a receptionist again for a little bit.
Oh, my God.
So I've been looking for, like, jobs and stuff, but I was like, I need something, like, immediate, and I knew they would just hire me back on, so.
And they did, on the spot.
Yep.
You're also doing Dry January, which
I am doing
will
Dry
help
January.
funds-wise a little bit.
It already has, yeah, for
Love
sure.
Love that. And how is that going?
It's going great.
I love that.
I mean, there's been, like, a few times where I'm like, I wish I could drink, but it, like, passes. Like, I'm not.
Do you think you'll take it further than January once you get through January?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
I'm trying to get wasted on February 1st.
Period. My dad's birthday.
Happy birthday. But no, it's been fine. I thought it would be a little harder than it has been, but it's been fine. I mean, over the summer, I would go, like, periods of not drinking, and I found, like, really good results mentally and physically from that.
Of course.
Yeah, Levi's doing it with me. Yeah, it's been fine, honestly.
Oh my God, you're almost halfway through.
Through what? Oh, the month.
Dry January.
Yeah, so it's been fine.
Cool.
I mean, speaking of Wicked, though,
yeah, okay, so
we haven't even talked about the phenomenon sweeping the nation. It's gone coastal. That's my new phrase now that I said it.
Oh, wow.
Like, holy fuck.
Like,
I saw it 4 times.
Me too.
I think.
It is coming out of me like word vomit. Like, I am Katie trying not to talk about Regina George. Like, at every moment, I'm like, someone bring up Wicked. Like, how can I talk about it? Unfortunately, I'm just calling Mackenzie every time a thought pops into my head. I'll be calling her like, you know, the new No One Warns the Wicked sounds a little bit different than the original. Like, at the very end, there's like, I'm insane. And I'll just call her and be like, wow. I mean, they cast every single role so perfectly. They did such a good job.
It's genuinely one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
Like it changed lives. I am watching it whenever I can. I saw it 3 times in theater. I've watched it once at home so far. I bought it for $30 so that I can watch it whenever I want.
I couldn't pull the trigger based on recent events, but I'm going to.
I had to pull the trigger because I was like, I want to watch it right now. So like, what am I going to do? Rent it? No.
Because it's $20 to rent.
Exactly. So I'm going to buy it and have it forever. I'm listening to the soundtrack in my car. I'm walking around singing the songs. Like,
what's your favorite song? Mine's No One Mourns the Wicked.
I was about to say it's probably No One Mourns the Wicked.
I mean, the opening scene is my favorite in the movie. When Ari's doing the voiceover and then the monkeys come out. It is just a cinematic masterpiece.
Yes. The Wicked Witch is dead. Oh.
I literally have full body chills. It's so good.
I went and saw it the second time with Mackenzie and Tyler. I mean, we had all already seen it. Tyler had seen it like 3 times. Me and Tyler, like every time I looked over at him, he was crying and I was also crying. Like, just...
I saw it with Josh and Patrick, aka the Lady Phaedra and PhD. And there was like an early release.
I saw it early.
Yeah.
I saw it the night before it came out somehow.
I saw it,
and I'm not even pressed.
I saw it the Sunday before it came out.
That's crazy.
Sobbing.
Absolutely
sobbing.
I think I cried I cried more at the part where you cry the first time, and then the second time I was crying from like every scene was so beautiful that I was fucking crying.
I was sobbing at the beginning the first time just because obviously Ariana Grande, and it was just so mesmerizing.
Like, how can you get through that without crying? Like,
I have chills again. I'm so proud.
She does it so well. Like, that opening scene is so fucking important and, like, sets the tone for the entire film.
Yep.
The emotion in the song, the emotion in her performance, in her face, like...
And just, like, the notes she's hitting and how operatic she sounds like.
I am so impressed with her ability to keep up. And I'm also so impressed that they changed the very last, like... part so she can hit a whistle note just to kind of pay homage to like her and her fan base.
For sure.
Because that whistle note is not in the original Baby at all.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's...
Well, I'm excited because in part 2 she has a new song. Never Before Heard.
Whoa.
Yeah. Written by the original guy, by the way. So it's like...
Whoa.
And it's the part when she decides she's gonna be... Spoiler alert, complacent. Yeah.
I am so excited for part 2. Didn't know there was a part 2 until part 1 showed itself on the screen. I looked over and I was like...
How did you not know that?
I had no idea.
That's crazy.
I've never read the book. I don't know much about it.
I only saw it once, so I didn't really remember the story.
I saw it on Broadway once and it changed my life. Because The Wizard of Oz is like my second favorite movie of all time.
For sure.
So like... the fact that there's like a backstory there or like more lore is really does something for me, which is why I also loved Wonka.
I just watched it recently.
You finally did?
I did. Scrub.
Oh yeah, we talked
talking about it.
Every single second of every day in my head, it's chocolate, and there's chocolate.
That movie rocked.
It rocked.
I'm a Timothy Chalamet. Whatever. I'm a stan now. I wasn't before for some reason.
Yearn.
Because we both saw the Bob Dylan one too.
Yes.
And we both kind of agreed, like, the acting phenomenal. But the movie's kind of more like vibey rather than like super compelling.
It's like if you were like a hipster in like 2014, you would have ate that shit the fuck up.
It was doing numbers on Tumblr in another universe.
Yes, exactly.
It was good though.
He did so well and like...
It was very like slice of life rather than like biopic, which is kind of the vibe now, I think, for biopics.
Yeah. But man, do I yearn.
Oh my god, he was so hot.
And like as Bob Dylan, you're kidding.
Ugh.
With the fucking mullet and the hat and the glasses and the cigarette.
And I was obsessed that Johnny Cash was in it.
Oh, I wish they had Joaquin Phoenix.
I know,
do that so bad.
You said that.
Yeah, like that would have been
like a universe.
Yes, like the alcoholics of the 60s cinematic universe.
Yep. And another part of Wicked was just the press run was incredible. I've watched every single second of everything. I rewatched their lie detector thing every day because it's so funny.
It's so good.
It's so funny.
I'm obsessed. I think they both have crippling eating disorders, but
I don't know if we should say that on here.
Really?
Just because, like, their whole thing is, like, don't talk about, you know?
I know, but, like, at a certain point, I am scared.
Yeah, but I think we can talk about that, like, amongst ourselves, but not, like, on a public thing.
I'm really worried.
The personality change is crazy.
It's wild, but I'm here for it. Like,
I'm here for it, too.
It's called method acting.
No, absolutely.
Like, she is Glinda. What do you want her to do?
And it's also called a rebrand as a pop star.
Yeah. Love it. Slay.
I love it too, but sometimes I do miss Blackiana.
No, I can't.
Not that specifically, but I miss her, like, attitude.
Yeah.
But I also love...
This is so much more fitting for her for me, and I wish she would have done it the whole time so that we didn't even, like, have the context of the other.
But that raised me.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. And, like, 7 Rings, obviously, where would we be without it? But...
It's a mood. It's a vibe.
It's so embarrassing.
I know, it's so funny. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk about Wicked literally for 10 episodes straight, but...
At least. And, like, we probably will. Like, I just think of something new to say about it every single day. Mm-hmm. And I found out that Maddie Getz is also on that, and so is Chloe. So...
Oh, yeah, I saw it with Maddie Getz.
I feel, like, seen and heard that, like, there's... And Tyler, obviously, that, like, there's other people out there that, like... hyper fixated on it in a way that is taking over my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't even do this on purpose.
It just happened.
For our audio listeners, I'm wearing a pink hat and a green shirt. Mm-hmm. So, oh my God, I have so much to talk about. Fuck.
Okay.
What else do you have?
TikTok is going down the shitter. Allegedly. Again.
The way that I haven't been on TikTok in literally 3 months, and I have nothing to say about that.
I just, like, I care and I don't.
Exactly.
When I'm in the TikTok mode, I love it. But when I'm not, I'm just like, okay, good riddance. I don't care.
It's a true addiction. Like, if I get a little bit into it, then I'm all in. Can't stop. Love that favorite app. Mm-hmm. And when I'm out, I'm out. I haven't thought about it in weeks. But I'm also so deep back in my Twitter bag. Like, my Twitter, the algorithm got good again.
Oh, that's good.
Shit post, brain rot, meme.
Love.
Like, I'm kicking my feet and giggling all day on Twitter.
Amazing.
I'm so happy.
That's really good.
And I never want to... I can see it kind of shifting in like a...
Like how mine was?
Yeah, like in a
Probably
motivational way. And also in like a... If he didn't want you at your worst, he can't have you at your best type of vibe. And like...
Mine took a lot of journeys during the breakup.
Yeah, I'm sure mine will too. But mostly it's just brain rot. And I'm so happy.
Mine ultimately landed on like breakup coaches, and I was like, I'm not paying someone to coach me through a breakup. Well, I actually was, because I paid for a therapist. Actually, I didn't pay for my therapist.
You didn't. You got your free sessions.
I'm gonna see her again soon, just to like, you know, cleanse the palate. I have a lot of New Year's goals, but I didn't do like one resolution. I made like a whole bucket list of like, some of them are like goals, like things I want to do, like read 20 books this year, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is if you're not really.
Oh, don't worry. I want to read 1 book this year.
That's still a great goal.
That's a goal.
And you will.
And I will.
I read the Taylor Swift book by Rob Sheffield. It was lame, so don't read that.
Oh, the Rolling Stones writer?
Mm-hmm. It was just giving nothing.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Well, she doesn't give anything, so like,
right.
What are we going to find out?
Right. And he probably knows shit that if he wrote it, she'd be pissed. So.
Right.
She is working on new music, Travi just said.
Why did he say that and where?
On Pat McCaffrey. Do you know who that is? I only do because I go to sports clips now.
Yeah, I think.
Well, now I don't anymore. Yeah, I still will, actually. But, yeah, it's like a sports guy. I just saw it on Twitter earlier that Travis said. But she's obviously always working on new music, so.
Yeah. I love their, like, capitalist promo consumer machine that they've created together. Like,
it's
good
so
for them.
Smart.
Good for them. Mm-hmm. Who even knows if they're dating? I don't even know.
I think they are.
Sure.
But I mean, like, it's probably way easier to really be in love with someone when you're raking in millions from it. And you're both, like, popular and, like, hot. You know?
Popular.
Are you on Torture Poets now? More so than you were, or no?
More so than I was.
Okay.
I like a bigger handful of songs than I once did. But most of them still I'm like, what?
Mine shifted really quick, so it's coming.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Tortured Poets Department is genuinely the worst song she's probably ever
Thank
written.
you. I hate that song.
It disgusts me to my core to even hear it.
The lyrics are horrible.
Horrifying.
It's not catchy.
No.
Hate it.
It is.
I hate the...
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can't believe that's the title track. Mm-hmm. Whew, weird. I have a new segment idea, and then I have 4 topips.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Wait, I want to say more of my resolutions, though.
Okay,
and goals. I have like a long list. I'll just say some of them. Read 20 books. I want to...
Totally.
There's like creative projects I want to finish. Mm-hmm. Oh, I made a website, by the way. I want to show it to you.
Oh, yeah, you told me, and I would love to see it. And we're going to be on there.
BobbyGelter.com.
Check us out at BobbyGelter.com.
We are on there.
But yeah. But you haven't published it yet, have you? Mm-hmm. But you haven't made a domain. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I paid for it.
Well, the last time we talked, you hadn't. Oh,
no,
my God.
I did.
Send it.
Okay.
I'll put the link in the bio.
It's literally just BobbyGelter.com.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the bio.
Perfect. And then some of them are like, I want to create a euchre club. I want to get a tattoo.
That I need to be in.
I want to go to an amusement
park. You don't have any tattoos except for your finger.
Yeah.
Aww.
So I just want to get one.
Me with 3 tattoos that are all an inch long.
Yeah, and then some of them are like I want to save $2,000.
That would be
yeah.
cool.
So there's just like a long checklist I have of like things I want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And I'm doing well on them. I read 1 book already, that Taylor Swift one.
Oh my God.
I've been working out.
You love.
Once.
Love.
Going tomorrow with my brother.
And dry January is like...
Oh, yeah.
You're basically working out the whole month if you think about it.
No, like I really am.
I know.
So...
And you're basically reading too.
How?
I don't know.
Because I'm reading?
Just like... Not drinking is just like so good.
Yeah,
it's
like I
you're
am.
Basically eating a salad every day, and
absolutely,
that's essentially what you're doing for your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel good and healthy.
I'm so weak. The contrast between our resolutions.
Well, yours is a little insane.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's what you need.
I'm already accomplishing my goal of being more insane.
Well, there you go.
I love it.
Love it.
I am just so grateful for like every moment. Like I'm really in like a gratitude era, and
yeah,
like
you seem really happy. You really do.
I feel like a weight has been lifted off me. I feel like I was saying, like I was manipulating myself into believing that like that little voice in my head was just and the second I said it out loud to him, I felt like I don't have that little chatter. Like obviously I still have anxiety. I have like chronic anxiety about just stuff. But like in that specific area, that noise that had been happening for so long was literally quiet. And I was just like, oh, okay. Nailed it.
Good.
Yeah. Well, you know how I was already like, everything is romantic. Like romanticize everything. Like I'm doing that so hard. Like, and just every night when I get back here, I'm just like, oh
Isn't
my
it
God.
the best
like
living alone?
I just had so much fun doing, I love the mundane. I love every, like I genuinely feel like I am like radiating positivity.
You are.
Like,
you really are.
What the fuck?
It's amazing.
And I need everyone to get this happy and like love the little things. I need like everyone to appreciate the little things because we are so lucky.
That is beautiful.
To live this life.
We are.
And everything is so fucking romantic. Oh my God. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
Obviously, the camera died. And I loved it.
But like never before.
Yeah, that's our new thing. Is like things that are happening now that were happening before, but now they're different. So like it happened, but like not like that. I've transcended.
You really have.
Everything that's been happening to me lately has transcended me again. Like I saw Nosferatu the other night. Transcended, transformed me in ways you couldn't imagine.
Is that like scary? Like I wouldn't like it, or should I see it?
No, you should see it. It's gorgeous, beautiful.
I've heard great things.
That's honestly what solidified how psycho I want to be in 2025.
Oh.
Because I want to yearn.
Okay.
The way that I yearn for like Bad Bunny and like others is how I want to feel towards someone I can actually put that into.
Okay.
And I want it to hurt.
Oh.
Like, and that movie kind of like woke that up in me. And then I was finally able to like articulate, because, you know, everyone on the apps has been like, so what are you on the app for? Like, what are you looking for? And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Like, how do you say I want you to hurt me?
Now I know. And I have articulated that to someone who said, you got it. I want the same thing. And I said, okay,
cool.
So we're going to get it.
All right.
Me and my boyfriend from Columbus, who has a wife, who has a girlfriend. No. He has a wife who has a boyfriend who has a wife who has a boyfriend. And a child. And he has another
like
girlfriend.
Open.
They're fully open.
Okay, good.
They're parallel poly, so they don't interact, and they're not bisexual. So like they don't like overlap.
I don't know what that means.
Like, they're not bisexual, so like the wife isn't gonna want to fuck me. Like, they don't date together.
I see.
Neither one of them is bisexual, and they don't like hang out with each other's partners. Like, it's all
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love him.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's gonna be my new thing. I'll probably date him. Get really hurt.
You should date his wife.
No, she's not bisexual. Otherwise, I would.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to like enter my bisexual era, which is a whole other thing, which might have to be a topic for another week. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's hard.
Hard to what?
It's hard to be a 30-year-old woman who didn't discover her sexuality until she was already in a relationship with a heterosexual man that she then dated for 6 more years.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty common.
You think?
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes me feel good. I just don't know what I'm doing or like what to say. And I feel like when I was like first trying to figure that out, people didn't like it. Like, they were like, I want someone who like is out, has been out, has experience, knows what they're doing, knows what they want.
I could see that.
Which, like, now at this point, I would just like, I just want to date people. Back then, I was like kind of dating Phils, so I was like not really sure like what I wanted from them. So it's a little better now, but even still, I'm like traumatized. I feel like there's people that are like, oh.
No, I don't think anyone's looking down on you for that. I think they know what they want and like trying to U-Haul it, if you will.
Right. I'm not gonna U-Haul it.
No.
But I'm also not like.
But also maybe you should.
Checking a box or like using you for like, I'm not in a relationship trying to like live out some fantasy.
You're just trying to date, period.
Yeah, I'm just actually bisexual. Like, I actually want to be with women, and like that's not really. It's hard. Like, men are so simple. They're so easy, and they all want all of us.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Men just want all of us.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do or say. They're so easy.
You'll find some chickies who want just to date as well.
Cool.
For sure.
Cool.
It's not like one size fits all.
Yeah. It's tough. I have a few friends who like want to make out or whatever. I hope. Jess, if you're watching.
Is she on your close friend?
Yeah.
I figured. Okay.
Everyone that I'm talking about is on my close friends. Just kidding. Only 2 of them.
Okay.
So I did disclose to my Columbus boyfriend like all of that earlier today and like last night, and he was like, oh, I like think you're me, and like this is kind of weird, and I'm like, cool. So we're like vibing on that front.
All right, word.
I'm so excited for that.
So when are we linking up with him?
He's just like really unavailable, and he lives in Columbus, so it's tough. He wants to fucking FaceTime this week.
That sounds horrible.
Okay, thank you. Do you mean that?
Yeah.
And why? Can you put that into words? Because one of my other friends responded to me and said the same thing. And like, how do you articulate why that makes you want to die when you think about that?
Because you haven't met him.
Exactly.
Like, you want to meet someone in person. That's
exactly.
So
but
like,
why? Because Mackenzie is such like a talk on the phone ass bitch. I feel like Taylor does that too. Morgan always says she needs to FaceTime before she meets them.
I would literally never.
Okay, exactly.
But I'm like big onto like body language and like flirting
Energy.
in person. Absolutely.
You can't like feel me over the phone.
And like to an extent, but
sure.
Yeah, I need to meet.
Good tease on that one.
I need to meet someone in person, and that's why when I was on dating apps and stuff, I would get frustrated with like even with Levi, like we texted back and forth like off and on for like a couple months before we actually met, and then one day we were like, let's go on a date like tonight.
Yeah.
And that's what I would always want. I'm like, I want to meet you right away because I'm way better in person.
Yeah.
Because I'm not shy and I'm not scared of like dates and shit. I mean, I would get like butterflies, like nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm like, people, when they meet me in person, love me.
Yeah.
But over text, you're going to hate me.
Oh, God. I don't think so. Well, I don't know how you are with like men, but like you're so fun over text. You have so many like
that's true.
little tricks that you bring
I think
to the
I just
table.
am bored. Like I don't like them over text. I'm like, you're not a real person to me.
Oh, wow. I'm so text.
Yeah.
I love text.
See, when Levi and I were broken up, I would like to text like the few guys I was like kind of talking to.
Just a little bit of like, attention and dopamine, please.
Absolutely, but
begging for it.
But also, the FaceTime thing is like, that sounds boring.
Awkward and weird.
And when you're meeting someone in person, there's like the allure of like, are we gonna hook up? Are we not?
Of course.
And then like, what are we gonna do?
Kiss the phone?
Yeah.
Kiss me through the phone, baby. 678-999-8212.
Great song.
I feel like
great song, horrible reality.
Kissing through the phone.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to have a lull in conversation when you're somewhere. Like we could put something on the TV, or if we were out, there would be things happening around us to make comments about, like something that keeps things like. I feel like I'm gonna be on FaceTime, like twiddling my thumbs. Like, are you gonna quiz me, or like what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
I hung out with one of my boyfriends the other night, and they gave me a full autism assessment, essentially.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was really fun, and they were like verdict? Into it. Like they like initiated it, and I was like, "Do you want me to take it right now, or are you gonna ask me all the questions?" And he was like, "I'm gonna ask you all the questions," and I was like, wait, really?
That's fun.
So engaged the whole time. Like, we loved it. And then they were like apologizing after, like, sorry, and I was like, no, that was like the best hanging out I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like, that's ideal for me. Quiz me, give me a quiz that I know the answer to.
I'm not necessarily here for the FaceTime, but I'm not like again, like nothing bad's gonna come out of it. It's just boring.
I told him the other night, like, I'm gonna give you like a 10-minute timer or something, but like that's insane. But I feel like I'm gonna be like, let's like smoke over FaceTime. So then it's like,
yeah,
when the joint's out, if I'm like, okay, well, thanks for smoking. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, how do you end a FaceTime?
Just for some reason I do. I don't think that's wrong.
Yeah, no. Well, it doesn't give me the ick about him.
No.
Because like
the situation, like,
I have the ick in general about FaceTime.
Like, I wish you didn't say that. It's okay, though.
Oh, God.
We're trying new things.
Yeah. We'll see.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah.
I want to see.
Several.
We have opposite types, but I just still want to know.
Oh, I'm doing a whole other thing now.
Oh, great.
Like, I'm doing things you couldn't even imagine. Like, genuinely.
Whoa. This is literally not what I was expecting.
At all.
I thought that sounded autistic.
5'11". That's fine.
Oh my God. He's cute.
Yeah.
He looks different in every single photo.
Every single photo, yeah. But I've kind of gotten the vibe now. Like, he sent me pictures, like, to my phone. That give, like...
Yeah, he's cute.
I have an idea.
You can definitely tell that he's hot in person.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
I hope so.
Him.
Yeah.
Most people are hotter in person.
I definitely am. Yeah. And I'm just better. I'm not. I'm so good at texting. You couldn't even believe
You are good at texting.
You would fold for me for sure. I would have you in love in less than a week.
Yeah.
It takes me 3 business days max. I can usually get it done in 2.
I wish we could do like a speed dating on the podcast for you. That'd be so fun. And like I interview them.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Okay.
Bring 4 eligible bachelors onto the couch and you interview them for me. That'd be fun. On the topic of this specific man, because he is ethical non-monogamy, ENM.
Oh, wow.
Which is every person on every app is that now. Like,
ethical,
it's different than it was 8 years ago. I'll tell you that.
No, for sure.
And like, I like this guy, so he's doing it very well. But my problem, this is what I wrote down in the bath the other day. It's just also like formal, and it almost feels like I'm filling out paperwork. Like, I feel like the allure of like a date or a hangout or getting to know someone is like the will they, won't they pull. It's like the dance. It's the chase. It's the whatever. And I feel like because you're in a relationship and you need to be so communicative and you need to have so many ground rules, which of course you do, and I get that, it like takes away the fun of dating. Like it's like
I agree.
A contractual obligation almost. Like it's so weird.
And something toxic about me is if I would ever like hook up with guys that were in open relationships, I would like want them to like cross the line a little bit.
Oh.
You know?
It's fucked up. Like
it's hot.
I can't say this. I can't.
You say it.
I want this man to love me so much that he wants to leave his wife for me. Like, that's the only... I have, like, a speciality complex. Like, I need to be...
Yeah, me too.
The most special little girl you've ever met in your entire life.
Why do you think I got so upset when that Paul guy said he wasn't into me?
Kyle!
Yeah. Like, I wasn't into him, but I'm like... It's an ego thing.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Egomaniac.
And, like, I don't want him... I don't want that at all. I would never want that. I hope that it remains. But, like, little part of me is, like...
You want to win them over. You're
gonna love me more than anyone you've ever met. And unfortunately, that includes everyone else that you're dating and married to. Mm-hmm. So... And that's really fucked up. And I don't mean that. But you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. And
duality.
I've accomplished it before, for sure. Not, like, someone's left someone, but, like...
A little bit. They kind of, in a way...
Who? Yeah.
Like, that definitely triggered some things in his mind that ultimately led to their demise.
I was thinking about a lot of things, too.
Yeah, we all were. Oh, man. So, yeah, I just told him what our podcast is called, though, and I fear he's going to watch this. So,
oh, my God.
That's how I feel, but that's not how I feel. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. And he'll know what I mean.
I said it first.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know you know what I mean.
No, but I'm saying, like, she was just being agreeable.
Of course. I was just agreeing with you. Yeah. I love being agreeable.
And
yes, and...
My number one song of last year, which is crazy.
Wait, are you kidding?
No.
Guess what mine was?
I know what yours was, but I forget.
Yeah. It's really easy to guess. It was like everyone else's number one song, too.
Birds of a Feather.
Right.
So fucking good.
Men text for 2 days without trying to sex challenge. Impossible. Impossible. They can't do it. Not one person has done it.
Even I'm like that. I don't like sex.
Who said is that so?
But like I try to like
work it in.
Yeah.
Well, this guy doesn't like sexting. The 2 of my boyfriends, actually all 3 of my boyfriends are only still my boyfriends because they haven't tried to sext me. They beat the 2-day challenge. And that's what it takes, I guess. Like, stop trying to sext me. Mm-hmm. And I love sexting, okay? Love. It's like my
boyfriend doesn't like sexting. Which I love when I'm like first dating him.
Yes,
but now I'm like, send me a dick pic, honey.
100%.
I want it.
Yeah, I could never again date someone who wasn't into sexting because like what do you mean? That's like how I get off. That's like the only way I get off. That's what I do.
It is so fun to sext.
It's so fun to sext. And
he's not against it. He's just more of a is that so type bitch than I am.
Oh, really?
Because I'm like an undercover is that so. I'm not really.
You're coy.
Yeah.
But if they wake it up, here it comes.
Here it comes.
I think he's just like a true mask man where it's like, I'd rather see it. I'd rather do it in real life. I bet.
That voice was crazy. I loved it. Wow.
That was me being every man.
Yeah.
Except for where my real freak's at.
Ugh.
Everyone should sext. Even if you don't like it, just fucking try it. It's
fun.
You just have to get into it. It's a performance. It's a fantasy. You don't have to really do any of that shit in real life. You can say whatever you want when you're sexting. And none of that has to be real.
Right.
It's perfect. Why wouldn't you do it?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, another thing. Men, stop sending me photos of yourself without me asking. Like, just photos. Like, not dick pics. Just more photos of them. Like, I met you on an app where I saw 4 to 6 photos of you. And then we start texting, and then they're just like, here's more photos of me, by the way. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
What?
Didn't ask for that.
Didn't ask, don't care. Plus, I love you.
What else do I have?
Yeah, what else do you have? I have, like, the new segment I want to push and one last topic.
Okay. Oh, you've been watching Pop Culture Jeopardy? Is that right?
Of course I have.
Like, a lot of it?
All of it. I've seen all of it.
Oh my God.
There's nothing left to see.
We're almost done with it. I know almost every answer. So one of the episodes was really hard. I didn't know many. But, like, for the most part, I know the majority of the answers.
I would say, like, if you, me, and my mom went on, it would be...
Over.
Are you okay?
My left eye is itchy.
Yeah, it's red.
Oh.
Do you think it's a cat thing?
Yeah.
Damn, you took the allergy pill and everything.
I know.
My segment idea is as follows.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you?
I was looking at my Discover Weekly.
Anything to note?
I mean, once again, something from a Barbie soundtrack. Like, not Barbie the movie, like Barbie Dancing Princess.
Once again is crazy. I don't think you've ever told me one.
I sent you one time.
Oh, I don't remember.
Great.
Okay. It's called Did You Mean to Say That?
Mm-hmm.
And it's where we test out a hot take. And the audience either says, did you mean to say that? Or you did mean to say that.
Okay.
So you just, something outlandish that you know is controversial. And just kind of seeing if it sticks.
Okay.
So, or like a hot take that you're like workshopping.
Okay.
Like you're not fully like ready to stamp it with your name behind it. Like you don't know if that's really your opinion.
Okay.
But like you're almost there.
Okay.
And here's mine. If you don't clean the lint trap in a shared dryer, you should be evicted.
That seems pointed.
Oh, do you do that?
No, to your ex-boyfriend. Oh, no.
No.
Are you just saying in general?
In general.
Is that what the vibe is here?
No.
Like, do you have a shared one?
Last place. I haven't even done my laundry here yet at all. I'm about to go to a laundromat tonight, actually. Because I don't feel like fucking with it. It's like down flights of stairs. It's $2 per wash and dry, and it's coins. Like, I'd rather just go to a laundromat, do all my laundry, not have to get coins.
And that's romantic.
It's so romantic to go to. Literally, I was texting Mackenzie about going there tonight. She was like, maybe tonight, late night. And I was like, yeah, we can go to the one in Norwood that's 24/7. And she said, don't text me.
Yeah. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I've actually never been to one. I've only seen them in movies, which I think is
Romantic.
adding to the allure.
Yeah, of course. I'm so excited.
Fun.
To have clean clothes as well.
Right.
It's been rough. So how do you feel about that?
I forget. Oh, yeah. Because that's a fire hazard.
1. And 2, why am I cleaning out your lint?
Yeah, that's gross.
Like, just clean out the lint in the dryer. You just have to.
So I think that's
it's just like part of doing your laundry. Like, you go take your clothes out of the dryer and then...
Yeah.
It takes 1 second.
And I think that you did mean to say that because being evicted isn't that extreme because you could literally burn the place down. I'm not kidding.
That's super real.
Yeah.
That is the energy I'm bringing into 2025. And like, okay, I'm being dramatic, and that's kind of the point, is like, it's a very hot take. I don't think anyone should get evicted for any reason. I think landlords should exist. But like, you know, something should happen to you. You should get a week of work unpaid. Maybe that's what it should be. Like, anything we say, you should get a week of work unpaid. Did you mean to say that or not?
For sure. I like it.
Yeah. So if you don't clean the lint out of the dryer catcher, you get 1 week of work unpaid. Did I mean to say that or not?
I think you did.
I think so too.
Let's see what they think. I can't think of one on the spot, but I'll come in hot
100%.
next week.
Yeah, super hot take. But like that's lukewarm because it's like on its way.
Unless it burns down the complex.
After you get evicted. Or you burn down the complex because you didn't clean out the fucking lint trap.
Or because you're on shrooms and light a piece of paper on fire. Oops. It was forever ago, mind you.
Okay. We did it.
We did it.
Are you done?
That's it for me.
Yeah, that's
I
it
have
for me.
nothing exciting.
Hour and a half, not even bad.
I love it. We're back.
We are so fucking back. We're so back.
Wait.
Well, God, I don't even remember what our outro is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and we will see you in the next one. Mwah. Thank you for coming back, for real. Like, if you're watching this and you clicked on this, everyone that reached out to us and was like, are you guys good? You guys have to come back. What's going on?
Yeah, because we put out an insane PR statement insinuating that we were fighting.
I loved it.
It was so funny.
But we squashed our beef that we made up because it never happened. And
gotcha. Except we told everyone that asked it wasn't real.
There are like 2 or 3 people that I didn't answer. I just like laughed at their message. So those 3 people can't wait to see us coming.
That's hilarious.
Okay, love you guys. Bye. Mwah.
I know. I did it already earlier.
Oh my god. Bye. Cool. We're back!
It wasn't recording.
Bitch, I will kill you. I will literally kill you.